So you guys and girls have often asked me to do a video dedicated to my shoe and trainer collection. And it's been a long time coming. In fact, if you've watched my videos over on the Luxury Lifestyle channel, or indeed on the Geekanoids channel from time to time, you may well have seen a pair of trainers or shoes featured there as well. But this is my complete collection. These are the shoes and trainers I wear on a pretty regular sort of rotation. And while you're looking at this initial sort of overall shot of all of them, and we'll take a look at them each individually, try and guess which one is my favourite, which I will reveal at the end of this video. So I'm going to start with what's probably my mistake pair of shoes. And I bought these purely on looks. These are a Clarks leather upper brogue. And they've got a combination of this nice gloss leather here, and then also a slightly sort of textured leather in the centre here. And I really liked the sole because it had this splash of colour in it. But the reason these are a little bit of a mistake is although they look really smart, they are super uncomfortable. Moving on, let's have a look at my white trainers. Now these are Adidas Superstar, Adidas Originals, and I absolutely love these because of the crisp, clean white lines on them. I really like a pair of white trainers. They're difficult to keep clean, of course, but I wipe these down after every wear. And these are super comfortable, a little bit flat inside, so if you do need some extra support, you might need some insoles in these, but they just look really, really cool. So these are my second pair of white trainers, and again, I just love the crisp white lines on these, and that little splash of colour with the Nike tick and that blue on the sole. These are Nike Cortez Ultras, and I just absolutely love them. Red on the back there, and they're just so clean and very, very comfortable, these. And these particular trainers are very light as well. Staying with the white theme, these are my Timberland boots in white with gold. I bought these many years ago, and I used to wear them when I would go to a special event because I just think they look so cool. A little bit of bling, but still with that really nice crisp white look to them. Again, super comfortable. And these would probably come out towards the autumn time and into the winter as well, because they're a nice robust sort of boot, but still really comfortable, a little bit on the heavy side. True to size on these ones as well. I love the insides as well. They are just really good quality, and I can highly recommend these. Sticking with Timberland, this is another pair of Timberland boots, as you can see, but in the brown colour, again with the gold accent. So I obviously like this sort of gold contrast on the boots, and these are really dedicated to my winter wear. So these come out towards the end of autumn, all the way through winter. I wash them down after every wear to keep them looking nice. Love this little sort of patent leather gloss part on these that goes around here, and also where all of the laces go in. Just again, a very comfortable boot. As with all Timberland boots though, a little bit on the heavy side, so you do get a little bit of foot fatigue if you wear these for a long time. And this is my last pair of winter boots, more of a trainer sort of hybrid boot from Adidas. I can't remember the model number on this one, but they do have this PrimaLoft technology inside, and that gives a combination of this sort of inner sock that's tied into the boot, and they are nice and light and very weatherproof, extremely grippy as well, so ideal for when that winter snow and ice comes down. These are probably my most worn trainers. These are my everydays. These are New Balance Elite Edition 999s. And I bought these purely because of the colourway. I think the green looks very cool on them. It's actually one of my favourite colours. They come up a little bit small though, so I'd probably size up half a size. It might be different for you, but for me, they're just a little tiny bit tight, but super lightweight trainer, and they do wear in very nice. They tend to give a little bit after a few weeks of use. I just love the colourway on these. Very cool indeed. Here is a bonus pair that I forgot to include in that initial lineup. These are my Adidas NMDs in the black and grey colourway with the white sole. I absolutely love these because they are so lightweight and extremely comfortable, and they look just superb when you're wearing them. More trainers now from Skechers, and these are a little bit smarter looking, so you can get away with these maybe if you're going out for an evening, and you could wear these with either jeans or indeed chinos, and I just love how smart these look. A little bit big, so size half a size down on this particular one, but very, very comfortable, and a little bit of a sort of retro look to them as well. I love the contrast in stitching. I just think it looks super, super cool. Now, could you call these trainers? Well, sort of. These are from Dr. Martens, and these are a canvas upper with that contrasting white sole. I think these look very, very smart indeed. Now, one thing I will say about these is that they do cut into the heel area a little bit. I had to put little gel heel grips in them, and they are just really very, very nice. For a smart casual look, you can't really go wrong with something like this. Probably one of my favourite pair of trainers. These are slip-on trainers from Kenzo. This is the Kenzo Velvet with the flying Kenzo logo all over them. I just am in love with the design of these. A little bit more expensive because you're going for a designer brand, but when these are on the feet from a distance, you sort of lose the fact that it's covered in the Kenzo logo. On the insole, we've got the Kenzo branding as well, with that nice red touch inside, and these are very, very comfortable indeed. For a smart casual look, I can't complain about these at all. Super comfortable, nice and hard wearing, and even though it's a designer brand, not too expensive. This is the last pair of trainers in my collection for now, and this is the Field Sneaker from Burberry with this book print all over them. These are very hard to come by nowadays. I just love the pattern on these, and also they've used so many different colours on the trainer. I really do love the fact they've gone to town on this, and the book print across this section here is very, very nicely done. If we look on the bottom, we've also got the Burberry branding on this bright red sole. Very, very comfortable again, and just a really nice designer trainer. And with something like this, you should really be wearing a plain sort of colours, a very sort of toned down overall outfit, and this is just that pop of colour on your feet. Moving on to my shoes, and you're going to see a theme here because pretty much all of them are loafer style, and these are the Tod's Gamino drivers. They've got this pipped style sole, very, very hard wearing. A lot of people say these wear out quickly, but I've worn these a lot and they're holding up extremely well. I love the detailing here, this sort of horse bit with the Tod's branding on it. And I also love the colour because there's very slight subtle changes in that blue colour. They lend themselves very well to wearing with jeans. I even sometimes wear these with my white jeans as well, just to get some contrast in the outfit. These are my Gucci drivers in a really nice red colour. Again, we've got this brushed finish to them, and these are super, super comfortable as well. I must admit, I've only worn these a couple of times. The soles are probably a little bit more hard wearing than the Tod's, and these again are just super comfortable because they're made of this soft material on the upper. They just give so nicely. I would probably buy half a size down on your regular size on something like this, possibly a whole size down. Very, very highly recommended though. I think they look absolutely gorgeous. These were my first ever pair of Gucci loafers. This is the Gucci 1953 horsebit loafer with a leather upper. You can see the changes in colour as well on this brown upper. They look so antique-y, but very, very nice styling as well. We've got the horsebit detail on here, which does make a little bit of a noise when you're walking along. The soles are holding up very, very nicely on these as well. With regards to sizing, you can see here these are a UK 7.5. My regular size is either an 8.5 or a 9, so I had to size down almost a size and a half to a size on these from my regular shoes, and that's because they're unlined, but they are super, super comfortable. And then last but not least, another pair of Gucci 1953 horsebit loafers, this time in the green suede, and I just loved the colour of these. I fell in love with them on first sight. They sold out very, very quickly, and then they went on sale and sold out extremely quickly again, but I was very lucky to track a pair down. Now these particular ones are also 7.5, but they're a little tiny bit looser than the leather ones that I showed you before. And I think that's due to this material just having a little tiny bit more give in them, and thus these are a bit more comfortable for me than the standard leather horsebit loafer. So I hope you enjoyed the video, but did you guess which are my favourite pair of shoes or indeed trainers? Well, if you guessed the Tod's Gamino drivers, you will have guessed correctly. And the reason I like these so much is because they're very versatile. I can wear them in lots of different scenarios. They suit jeans, trousers, casual or slightly dress-up style as well. And most importantly, they are very, very comfortable. And also, they're extremely hard wearing as well. I've worn these a lot and they're holding up very well indeed. Now, I will leave a link on the screen to my initial video about this over on the Luxury Lifestyle channel, but I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, please do hit that like button. Please do subscribe as well, and I'll see you in another video very soon.